Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 21 of Exoria, a mod pack by DavQuest. So in the last episode, took care of a lot of cleanup and advanced a lot, but not as much as I wanted. And now we're getting into a whole new technological age. So one of the things I did in the time lapse is prepare some more of these resources so I can have more coal, because I really need to have these going full bore so I have more steel. I also changed something in here. This condenser is now made out of steel, which means that I have an efficiency production of 205%. Which means now these pulverized coal, if you remember, when we looked at it last time, it says that for one pulverized coal, you're going to make at 100% efficiency 2.4. So technically, if you put 2 in there, you're going to make 4. If you put 3, you're going to make 7. And you can always do the math to find out how it is. But now, because I added the steel condenser, I was able to get an efficiency of 200%. What that means right now is that when I put these in at 200%, just one will give me 4. So it's still not good enough. And I was looking at the other potential. And when I look here, ideally the endstone casing or the indium casing for efficiency would be better. But signalum is not something I can do yet. Lead is 90, so not good. And you can look all of them down. Electrum 130, but steel is 170. So if I add a steel casing to this, I will go above 205%. So that is definitely something I want to do. And a steel casing is 8 steel around the steel gear, and you will get a steel gear by melting it. So let's go back here and let's get that started. Then we're going to take a look at the bees, because I really want to move the bee forward. I want to get the Exoria bee as soon as possible. Like, that's another step that I really want to get to. So let me put all of that in here, remove all of that, and that gives me just enough steel to be able to make my condenser. But to be able to make my condenser, I'm going to need to get some steel melting. So 1, 2, 3, 4 for my gear. And let's just go back here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to interrupt the iron quickly, like this, and put the steel. And here I'm going to make sure, let me just take this off for now. And let me make sure, you know what? I need to make some more glass into, I'm out of sand here. So let me just put this down right here, and how much glass? Let me put the glass right here, and let me grab some more sand just to restart that. Like, doing this, you figure out a lot of things that are missing. 1, 2, 3. Let's just put this in here, and this in here, and I'm going to make it this one on 3 second and this one on 2 tick, and we've restarted this. Okay, that's going to be noisy though. So here, I'm melting the steel, and I'm going to replace this with nuggets, I guess, because I need some to remove the iron from here. This is all steel. Remove this, get rid of the nugget, and perfect. So now I got some iron nugget that I didn't really need, but I'm going to melt the steel, and I'm going to come back. So the thing I want to take a quick look at, where's my bee analyzer? Right here. And where's my pollen? Oh, my honey, right here. I want to go take a look at the bee, and I want to talk about the bee again. So if I look at Exoria, okay, the reason I'm doing this is I want my Exoria essence, because that's part of the quest, okay? And once I get my Exoria essence, I'll be able to, where is it? I thought I was going to be able to unlock something that I wanted. Or is it the pollen? I just need for this quest here. Essential. I need some Exoria essence and some Exoria pollen. Let's just search at my Exoria pollen is going to give me what? Nothing really. And my Exoria essence, lower port. Oh, okay, perfect. Now I remember. It's going to give me the portal stones to be able to go in the mist, like, which is the next portal, which is the next world we want to get to. So to get this, we need an Exoria Queen. And to get an Exoria Queen, we need to breed a Rune Princess with a fairy. So fairy drone, I have one right here. And fairy drone, I have some more, 12 more here. So my problem right now, sorry, Exoria Queen, is that I need a Rune Princess, and we did that last episode by merging a Fairy Princess with a rock. So now I have this Rune Princess that I can finally try to merge with a Fairy Drone. Let's just quickly use the portable analyzer and put her in there to see that it needs normal flour. So this one needs normal flour, and if I look at the temperature, this one we got lucky, it's fine with hot and arid. There's unfortunately a chance that yours might not be, which is why you might have to do this often. And this is not even a given, because by putting the Rune Princess with the Fairy Drone, I only have a 30% chance of getting an Exoria. I also have a half and a half chance of getting a Rune Princess back or getting a Fairy Princess back. Getting a Fairy Princess back would be really bad because, well, I need a Rune Princess and then I would need to put the Fairy Princess with a rock to try and get a rune again. Oh, I forgot about the flour, so let's just go grab a quick flour and let's just get this done. Flour, flour, flour. We're going to use a poppy. I love the poppies, so let's go put that down. And we're going to see how lucky or unlucky we get. So if this one fails, I'm for sure going to be spending all my time-lapse time on bees now that you know the whole track, because this is something I need to get done. So we're done with this for now. We're going to check on the bee once in a while. And now what we have to get started is really all of this. So we're going to need to make some rubber today, and we're going to need to make a kiln. So I found another way to make alloys. It needs dust though, but I worry about that later because I also found finally a way to make some red dust, which might have the capability to create power in it. Power, finally power. This 2x2x2 multi-block that I have in mind should be able to make that redstone. All that I need in order to make it should be in the Exoria core. So I already grabbed all I needed. We needed 4 magma block. Let's just search for kiln and let's just pop it in. So we got this desiccated stone from, if I remember, the Exoria Underground, and the ortho stone from the Exoria Underground. What we didn't have was the magma block. So I grabbed 4 magma block last time, which gives me 8 kiln brick, which is exactly what we needed. I'm going to put that right here. It's a 2x2, so I can just make it a small right here, and then use the engineer hammer and turn that on. So that quest is completed. The next step to this quest is redstone. If I crush magma rack on a crushing table and alloy it with some dust, it can create power. So we need crushed magma rack. I did, because crashing, doing the stone on this is kind of long and a bit boring. So I just took care of it. Let me just take 2 seconds to come back here. That's what I was thinking. This stopped because I'm out of space. So let me just stop this quickly because we're wasting power and time. And now I can refill this right here. Perfect. Let's go back to what we were doing. Oh, my steel might be ready now. So let's look here. Yes, my steel's ready. So let's cast my steel. And I'm going to grab that again and bring that back right here so I can continue making my iron. So that's going to give me a steel gear. I'm just doing it quickly because I have to maintain multiple things at the same time, or else we're never going to progress. So put that back in. Put that back to 2 sand. Perfect. And that's restarted. Okay, let's get rid of this. So now, what I was actually doing is explaining to you that I grabbed some magma rack from the Exoria core, right here, this, and I don't have a lot. And I brought it to the table here, and I spent 5 or 7 minutes crushing it. And now, if I look at this crushed magma rack, you see a recipe that if you put dust and magma rack together in the alloy kiln, you'll get some redstone. So let's come back right here and grab a dust pile and also grab some, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's grab some charcoal. I don't want to use my coal. I'm reserving 100% of my coal to go in this right here because I need to get as much coal coke as possible, because coal coke is the only thing that makes sense to cook iron, or else you go through 12 coal or 8 coal. I think it's just too much. So let's put this here. Nope, this here, the crushed magma rack and the dust pile, and we're just going to wait to get our 1 redstone so that we can complete that quest. Et voila, 1 redstone. So redstone, very involved in this pack. Now we need rubber. So for rubber, with the magical wood, I can make a special tree tap. This is able to get resin from trees. Smelting the resin allows me to get rubber, which is needed for the first energy source that I came up with. So we need a tree tap. I already know what to get, so let's just, it told you to get dream wood. So if I look here, I have some dream wood. If you don't remember, I'm going to start some more to show you what it was. So let's grab 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go place that outside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I should have grabbed 16. Derp. Okay. For the tree tap, I need to transform all of this into plank. And basically the tree tap is a 5 block like this. And I'm going to get a couple. And that I'm going to show you is going to be enough. So let me get rid of this dream wood and let me grab 2 oak. I think 2 should be enough. And let's put them down. And now what you do is you spam right click this. So I'm just holding my button down and see it's making a ton of resin. So I'm just going to let it go. And then I'm going to go through all of the tree tap. There's no point keeping any tree tap. And this is a step that goes so fast that there's also no point. Oh, some of them are going that far back. I should have placed myself in a different position. See, I don't even think I'm going to break one oak wood. Like, there's always a chance that the oak wood breaks or disappear. But I guess I'm getting really lucky with this. And already we went through 5 tree tap, which is going to give us how much resin? Let's just take a quick look. At least 2 stack. I'm going to put 1 stack to cooking right here. Perfect. And some more went in here, but it's going to move back to this, and I'm going to be able to grab it from this chest once it's finished circling around. It just doesn't matter for now. You know what? Let's take out these 2 woods because they're taking space that I don't like and put them back here. So that's one part of the quest. Now we need rubber, which is why I started this cooking, because now, voila, I have some rubber. So let's grab that, check on my redstone. Just need to check on multiple things at a time. And I want 4 rubber for now. I'm going to show you why. Before we do that though, that's a quest completed. And we can go upstairs and check on the bee. Let's go see if we got lucky. Still not finished, so we're going to have to come back in a little while. Just have to always keep on it. So the next step that unlocked is I made power. So now let's hope this idea works. Generating electrostatic energy with rubber and carpet should give me a tiny bit of energy. This is my plan. Build an electrostatic generator, surround it with carpet, and walk around it with rubber boots on it. It's crazy, I know, but it might work. So we need a pair of rubber boots, some white carpet, and an electrostatic generator. So rubber boots are boots made with rubber. So that's done. Easy. Carpet, I actually need... Do I have any wool here? I do not have any wool here or here. So let's go grab some hemp fiber. Carpet. How do you make carpet again? I just want to make sure. So carpet, we get 3 carpet per 2 wool. So we need 2, 4, 6 wool. So we need 6, 12, 24 string. So we need 24, 48, 48, 68, 72 of these industrial hemp fiber. So 72 is a stack of 64. And 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. I don't want to use all of my hemp fiber because we're getting toward immersive engineering power, and I know we're going to need it for other things. So let's do these 6 into 9 white carpet. So the next step is the electrostatic generator. So for that we need some stone, some rubber, a furnace, some bronze plate, and a block of redstone. Yeah, I have enough for a block of redstone, so let's do a block of redstone right now. I need 2 bronze plate. Do I have any bronze left? Yes, so 2. I'm going to need my little hammer. Where is it? Ooh, I used them all. Okay, so I'm going to need to craft a new little hammer. If I remember correctly, there are 2 sticks and 4 cobblestone. 4 or 5. Let's grab 5 just in case. Come back here and search for hammer. This one, perfect, stone hammer. So it was 4. Okay, and now let's go do the bronze plate. 1 and 2. Grab all of the extra rubber that we have. And we should be able... No, I need a furnace. I transformed all of my furnace into double furnace, which was a waste because, as you can see, I'm not cooking much of anything right now. I got some stone. This is not a furnace. I need 64 stone and... Oh, I got only 4 obsidian plate. Where's the rest of my stone? I also need 64 stone. Okay, so let's start cooking 2 stacks of cobblestone. Obviously, I'm going to need some more stone. And let's grab my stone Gallagher. Don't want you. Stone Gallagher and a bucket. I'm going to have to make some more obsidian. So I'm going to show you something that I started while we go check on the bee. So first, check on the bee. Please, 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 please. Yes! Success! We now have our Exoria Princess. Oh. Oh. We have our Exoria Princess. But it's not a queen. Oh. How is it a princess and not a queen? So if I put this in here, it can't work because it needs a drone. No! It should have made an Exoria Queen. Oh, this is bugged. So I got really lucky, but at the same time I got kind of unlucky. So now I have to take an extreme risk. Oh, we got one from another thing that we were trying. So, sorry, when I said that crafting the 2 together might give us back a princess, it can also give us a drone. So we're really lucky that we ended up getting an Exoria drone, the one before. Or else we would have to... Here's what... Not dark enough? Okay, so this one works only in nighttime. Okay, fair enough. We'll come back, we'll let it be. It's going to be night soon enough. But what I was going to say is that I could have tried mixing the princess with a rock drone or a rune drone, because there's always a chance that the queen, the princess will come back and it will stay a queen. So now that we have a queen and we put it with a drone, it should give us more drone and it should start working toward the pollen. So we should be good. So yes, we got really lucky. So what I wanted to say is that in my time lapse, I started taking all of this lava out because I want to be able to continue doing my base. So let's just here use the stone Gallagher and remove the last step. Oh, where's the stone? That's the stone Gallagher. So you shift and right click, and I'm just going to break all of these quickly, but I would have had to reset the pump to be able to grab those, and I didn't want to have to re-put the pump down. I already put it on the other side and it's almost full of lava again. I'm starting to get a good collection of lava, not that I'm using it for anything, so I'm not sure that I'm necessarily making the best move, but I don't know yet what I'm going to do with the lava, so I didn't want to take the chance. Regeneration. Where? Ooh, it's night. That bees give you regeneration. Like, it's a really good bee to have around. That's probably one I would like to set in the middle of my base because it's regenerating me all the time. So I'm just going to finish removing these 3 obsidian, and then we're going to go away and go back with the next step that we wanted to do. I don't like leaving things in the middle not taken care of. You must know that from me by now. So I'm just going to finish removing that, and we're going to go. Maybe now? Let's go. Come on. Okay. I'm also going to... So this, you see it's no longer touching, so it can't grab this lava. Let's just do this. Okay, so I did that because I want this to be done. I'm going to grab this lava and I'm going to go back inside and I'm going to put it on the pile of the other lava stuff that I have. Exoria Essence already won. This is amazing. This is really working way better than I thought. I was afraid, like, honestly, in my other playthrough, I had to do this be, what, 6 times before I got everything that I wanted. So let's leave it be, and let's go back inside. We're going to add that to the lava collection that we have here. And we're going to go and start cooking. Let's grab this, let's grab this. We're going to start cooking this because I still need my furnace. And let's grab the rest of the redstone that we have. Always, I need to keep an eye on this all the time now. I don't think you can automate extracting from these furnace. I'm not sure about that. I'm gonna have to check. Gonna wait to grab the last one and go back. Perfect. So next step, let's look at the next step. Oh, let me keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I just want to get this done in between the two things. So let's put these around the steel gear, which gives me a steel casing. And now let's go back there. We're going to reset that. So if I come back here, we're going to remove the condenser, then break this. It's going to go in here. Doesn't matter. We're going to put this steel condenser and this in here. Sorry, I'm back. Someone unfortunately knocked at the door. So now I have 289 efficiency. So using this is even better than ever before. Let me put these 4 pulverized coal in here. And this, 56. This stopped working because we're out of glass. Not glass, the shards. And I wanted the shards to end because I wanted to be able to change the steel condenser easily. But I also want to do a small improvement here. So if I come back here, these magma block. So if I come back here, oh, wrong direction. If I come back here, I'm going to break this and replace the lava with this block. So break this and go. Heat source 9. So now I can safely have this crucible here without having any risk of getting damaged on it. And I can easily put some crystal in here, and now this is going to go way faster for melting. It's a heat source 9, so it goes way faster. So I'm going to get a faster production. And now these at 289%, if I go back on it, at 289%, I'm going to get 2.89 times this. Let me just do the math quickly. I'm opening my calculator now. That's why it looks like I'm not on the screen or moving. But 2.4483 times 289 is, oh, sorry, not 289. What am I doing? So 2.4483 times 2.89, 7. So one of these will now give me 7. Just one. Like, this is a big improvement. And if you think it's not that big of an improvement because you're looking at coal, now imagine when I start doing my diamonds again. Whereas 7 would give me 10. Now, let's just look at the diamond quickly because this to me is really interesting. Like, this is kind of a min-maxing, but it's an important min-maxing because a diamond is a very hard to get resource. So if I look at the diamond now, diamond dust is 0.993. So if I go 0.993, 9943, sorry, so 9943 times 2.89, 2.89. Now, one of these diamond wasn't giving me one before. Now it's going to give me 2.87. Okay, so if I multiply that by 7, which is the factor I had found before, it would give me 20.1. So my 7 that give me 10 just doubled. Doubled, guys. So this is the kind of min-maxing that's extremely important. So that's why even though I really need the steel and I don't want to waste the steel, this wasn't considered a waste by myself. Like, I don't consider this a waste. I consider this like something that I needed to do. So let me grab all of that so that we can finally craft our new furnace. So this around this is going to give me all the ardent stone that I need for a new furnace. Oh. And now I should be able to make this electrostatic generator. Perfect. And we're going to go set it down. I made power. So yes, we made power. Let's just get rid of a couple of things that I don't want to have on me right now. I'm going to keep the resin. Not that I really have much need for it. I don't know why. Probably when I extracted the dust pile, I extracted 2. So let's put that in here. And let's put the electrostatic generator right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Electrostatic generator in the middle. And it's 0 RF. Oh, I actually need to put the boots. Now that I have the boots, see, moving left to right is giving me power. So this is not good. we're not going to use this for anything in our base other than to get started. This is actually how you get started with power. So if I come back here, this is now made, and now it unlocked charging. So that's why we needed power. And we're going to get more power as we move down this quest line, but it's not going to happen right now. Okay, so now that this is done, we're going to get into charger, but before we get into charger, let's go take a look at our bee again, see where it's at. So it's still working, I believe. You can see from the particles. And yeah, it hasn't finished. So we're going to have to come back later. But like I said, I want to move forward with the charger, but there's something else we need to do before. I want to get going with lacking lacquer, because we're going to need a lot of that. So I get this creosote oil now as a byproduct, and it has some interesting property. I wonder what I can do with it. The sticky resin I get from trees, I certainly can crush down to some urushi, which might be useful to make lacquer. You know what? Let's actually change how we do things, and let's follow the quest in order for that one. I'm going to put that down here, and if I start hammering it like this, I get some ground urushi. I'm going to get 16 of those. There's a reason why I want 16. I'm going to explain to you right after, but for now, I needed 4 for the quest. I just wanted to show you. So that's going to bring me to 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect. So that's done. Let's continue reading. To do that, I need a cauldron placed on top of an open drain. Right-click to toggle, which itself is on top of some fire or another heat source. 1 bucket of water and 4 ground urushi eventually ends up making a bucket of urushi. With lacquer wood, I can then make treated wood, which is certainly weatherproof. So we now need an iron cauldron, an iron lid, and a scoria drain. So let's look into that. So cauldron and drain. So we need this cauldron, which needs 3 iron plate and 4 sarcine stone. We need a cauldron lid, which needs a button and a plate, so we need 4 iron plate. And this scoria drain, which needs smooth scoria stone, an iron slat, which is made from nuggets or this, and a saw. And this one is one buggy recipe that I really dislike. I'm going to explain to you why. The saw has to be 100% perfect, not a single tick of damage. So even though I already have a copper saw, I need to make another one right now. So I'm going to grab 2 copper for the saw, and I'm going to grab 4 iron for the other crafting. So let's come back here, put this down, put this down, and smack it into a plate. And then this, also smack them into a plate. 3 and 4. Yes, my hammer was enough. I thought I would have to make another hammer. Now I need a button, so I need a oak wood plank. Perfect. And for my saw, I'm going to need one of these little wood pin. Perfect. 1 wood pin. So let's start with, I also need for the scoria stone and the sarcine stone. So let's grab 4 of these for the drain. Let's grab 4 scoria stone to make smooth stone. And let's grab 4 sarcine. Sarcine. Oh, do I have any left? Yes, phew. I thought I was out. So 4 sarcine. We should have everything now. So let's come back here. Right here. And let's do the cauldron lid first. So that's the cauldron lid. Now let's do the cauldron. That's the cauldron. Let's do the smooth stone. And 1 smooth stone. Oh, I need the grate. So let's make a grate. An iron slat, sorry. And a scoria stone. And just to show you, just to make sure that I'm not kidding about this, let me grab my copper end saw, which I already have. And let me put it right here. What? Oh, I had a bug in my other playthrough. In my other playthrough, my saw was almost dead and it didn't want to let me use it. So, okay, I feel really ridiculous, but like I said, maybe it was so damaged that it didn't have enough to still be so that I was going to be able to craft it because it didn't have enough life. But that's kind of surprising. So sorry for the misinformation on that. So let's come back here. I want another magma block because it's a heat source 9. And that, since I'm using something that doesn't make any noise, I'm going to be comfortable putting it right here. So magma block down here for a heat source of 9. And then a scoria drain on top. The top part, not the bottom part, the top part. Then you need to right click it to open it. And then you can take a cauldron and you have to shift click it on. Why? Let me break it and show you. If you don't shift click it on, now it's under. Ow! If you don't shift click it on, if you just try to click it on, it opens or closes. So you need to shift click it on. So now this is ready to be filled with some water. And I had a water clay bucket ready here. Oh, 1 bucket. I can put more water. So let's put some more water. So I'm going to put a second bucket. And there's still some more space. So that's why I told you I wanted 16 ground urushi. Because it needs 1 ground urushi to make a bucket of water. And this can fit 4 buckets of water. So to transform all of it into the special water, I need 16. So let's put all 16 in there. And now let's put the lid on it. And now leave this alone. It's going to take a long while. Don't play with it. Don't pick it up. Don't break it. You don't want to lose anything. You see top left. You see it says Iron Cauldron. And you see that the tank is blue. Once it transforms into the other type of liquid, it's going to go from blue to a different color. That's when you know that your urushi treated liquid whatever is ready. Next step is to make Lacquered Plank. So let's do a quick search on Lacquered Plank. So Lacquered Plank is made either with a bucket of urushi with 8 plank around, but so 8 plank, okay? A bucket is 1,000 millibucket, right? It's 1,000 millibucket. So it's the equivalent of saying that it uses 125 millibucket each. But if you throw your plank directly in the cauldron, you get 1 wood into 1 plank with only 25 millibucket. So 25 millibucket in 1,000 is 25 is 4 times in 100, so it's 40 plank. So you get 10 or 40. I know 8 or 40 from the same bucket. So of course you want to use that recipe. Well, that's the next step. We have to wait for this to get transformed. Let's go back upstairs and take a look at our bee. And I think it finished because there's no more particle. And we got a rune drone, and we got an Exoria Princess and another Exoria drone. So let's put that back in. And we had our Exoria essence, but not the pollen. Let's get rid of those bees. I just want to take a quick look at this. What's the next? Does it say what the next step is? No, until I get the Exoria pollen, this is locked. So, in humidity, you should check. Oh, so perfect. We got lucky that everything's still good, but that queen can still die or transform. So hopefully this still continues going well. But now we have that we need to wait on, and we have this that we need to wait on. So we can take a quick look at the other quest. So if I come back to power up, now I need to get working on charging. So first we need to craft a charger. So let's look at charger. Charger is 5 steel and 2 Certus quartz. And Certus quartz we get in the condenser with Certus quartz dust. Yeah, I saw it before. We have 4 here. That's all that we have. 4. Why? Because this resource is not easy to get. This resource you get, well, I say it's not easy. It really isn't. I'm going to stick with the fact that it isn't. You get it in the sieve. Sieving dust. But only with a fiber or flint mesh. So here right now, we have 2 diamond mesh. And here we have 7 iron stiffened mesh. So we don't even have the proper mesh that we need. So we're kind of stuck there. But at least I got 4. So I'm going to be able to take these 4 and put them in the condenser. Wow, this is already finished. Let me remove this and put this in. And I'm going to have to automate this. This is now going so fast and so well that I'm actually going to have to automate bringing these crystal shards into this crucible inserter. Huh. Okay, so I'm going to need, see, there's still some coal being worked on, so I'm going to have to come back to this later, but we need this for the charger. So it's another place where we're stuck right now. What happened to my food? I thought I had some potatoes, and during my time lapse, I ended up just getting rid of them to clean up my inventory quicker. Let me get rid of this, and let me get rid of a couple of things I don't need. I don't need this tool. I don't need this tool. This core, I don't need the bee analyzer either. That's good. And where's my chest that I dump stuff I don't like in? Right here. Let me get rid of... I'm going to come back. Let's just use this one. I want to get rid of this coriander. Okay, so let's eat. So now, if we go back to what we were doing, we're waiting on the planks, and we need make the charger, which means we need some Certus quartz. So if I come back here, this is still not transformed. It's taking a while, but trust it that it works. It took me so long in my other playthrough because I restarted so many times thinking that it was going to work, that it wasn't working, and I would reset it and lose my Urushi and start again. And it's only when I put it down and started doing other things and forgot about it that I finally got it to work. So let me grab 4 steel. Where's my steel? 2 steel. Aha. So this trick, what you saw me doing was grab it and click multiple times. What it does, see, there's half here that I couldn't find. If I double click, it tries to form a stack. So now I'm good. So I'm going to grab 5 of these, and I'm going to come right here, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Certus quartz, and we get a charger. And I'm going to grab that charger now, and I'm going to go place it on top of here. And if we look at the quest, we need charged Certus quartz. So you click this in, and you look at it, see how now it's like different color? It's ready. Put the other one, check for it, and voila, another one. So this is done, and now we have to recharge the machine. I just toggle left, right, left, right, left, right, and that's recharged. Perfect. So now we got the 2 charged Certus quartz. We need Fluix. So how do we get Fluix? Fluix is a special recipe in World. So basically we need to drop 1 charged Certus quartz, 1 nether quartz, and 1 redstone to get 2 Fluix crystal. Well, we made 2 charged, so let's transform both charged, because if I go back on this and right click, see, it has no other use in this playthrough. So it's not like I need to keep some for other things. Oh, I never made quartz. Okay, I guess I know what the next step is. Where's the quartz? I think this is quartz. Yes. So let's grab 4 for now, and let's go and bring 4 in here. I'm still going to need for this to be finished because I want to maximize my production. But the moment this has disappeared, I'm going to put the crushed quartz in it, and I'm going to go continue with other things. That should be the last one. It's going to use this, put it in here. Perfect. So now we can put this here and go back. What else can I do? So I'm still waiting for the Flux Crystal, lacking lacquer. I'm still waiting for this Urushi. Oh, see? See how it changed color? Now it's ready. So I'm going to grab... I want to grab 64 oak wood. So let me just do that quickly. Oh, let me do that quickly. And voila. Let's just, you know what? I'm going to keep one of these on end, and I'm going to put all of this back in here. The reason I'm keeping one of this on end is I'm going to replace my oak chopping block before I forget. And now we can open this. Ouch. And we have access to this Urushi. So let's drop 64 oak plank in it and put back the cauldron lid. And we're going to let it be for a little while because, again, it's not instant. It takes some while to transform. Just want to come back here. Oh, it's day. So now this is... everything's blocked right now. So while we're waiting for this to unblock, let's look at the Exoria Essence. We need the Exoria Essence because we need to craft these lower portal stone and this upper portal stone. So we need 2 stone. I think it's only 2. For that, we're going to need some runestone, which we have. We're going to need the sparks. So remember, I have some spark. And why do I have some spark? Oh, I only have 1. I thought I got 2. So that means we're going to have to go... Oh, no, I have 2. Okay. If you guys don't remember, let's go outside so I can show you. I don't see any close by. But if you remember, there were some sparkly round things in the world that I said, whenever you see one, hit it with your hand. And when you kill it with your hand, or you kill it with an object, it drops a spark. So I knew we were going to need those 2 spark at some point, which is why it said, if you ever see any, kill them. If we didn't have, we could just go hunting around for them and get them. They're not that hard to get. You usually can find them pretty quickly. So we need 2 of those for the portal. But I want to go back to this. We need the runestone, which we have. We need Drimwood, which we have. Sparks, which we have. We're still missing 1 essence. But it's basic crafting in an extended crafter. So we're going to need to make a basic crafting table. So if I look at basic crafting table, we're going to need to craft this. So this is a whole other set of adventure, because we need to make these basic components. So basic tungsten steel plate and basic component and basic catalyst. And a basic catalyst is made with 4 basic component and a tungsten steel ingot. So if that's 4, it means I need 4 right here. I need those 4, so that's 8. 8 basic component. And we get basic component with a tungsten steel plate, a luminescence, and 2 iron ingot. What's a tungsten steel plate? Well, it's 2 tungsten steel ingot. And what's a tungsten steel ingot? Because now we've just proven we need... we need for 8 of these. We need to make 8 of these. And yeah, so 9. And these cost 2 each. So I need 18 of these. And these are made with a steel and a tungsten ingot in the alloy kiln. So I'm going to need for a 9 steel ingot and 9 tungsten alloy ingot. And you'd get that from the tungsten dust. So now if I come back here, I think that's tungsten dust. Yeah. So let's grab a stack. I'm just going to make a stack because I'm going to need to cook it and get it ready. So let's put it in here. I'm pre-preparing because I know that I need to prepare that. Can I check? See? So how do you know for planks if planks are ready? Well, you shift and look at this. And now you can see that I have 3,950 out of 4,000 millibucket. So that means I have 2 lacquer planks made. Okay? I need just 1 for the quest, but I need 8 in total, so I'm just going to let that continue. And since it's 25 per, 8 times 25 is 400. Oh, see? 2 more got created. Oh, it's 50. What? It's 50 millibucket, not 25? Lacquered. I just saw 50 disappear. Sorry, so the normal plank needs 50. It's still better because 50 of 1,000 is equivalent to 20. So 20 is way better than just 8. So this is still overall good, but I don't have the 8 that I need. As you can see, I'm still missing 6. Like, this is really slow. But that's why I needed to start this as soon as possible. I might even make, because I have 2 drain, I might even make a second iron cauldron. Because we need a lot of these lacquered plank. I didn't show you why. Just give me a second. But this, we need to make some lacquer plank because of the next level. I don't have the quest yet. I don't want to pre-show too much of everything. So let's come back here. So now we have some Surges quartz. Now we have some quartz. So let's do the Flux Crystal thing that we said. So Flux Crystal needs 1 quartz. I'm going to put 2. 1 charge, I'm going to put 2, and 1 redstone, I'm going to put 2 because I'm doubling the recipe, And that's going to act together and boom, transform into these Flux Crystal. So the charging is done. So that's another quest done. Well, no, it's not done because the next step. We need to make a magnet. So what are... Did I even read that quest? Let me just go back. With the two big requirements, power and steel, I can now construct a charger that charges Certus Quartz, which I will need to make Flux Crystal for better power option. To make Flux Crystal, I need to throw charged Certus Quartz, quartz and redstone into water. With Flux Crystal, I can now make magnet. So let's look at this magnet. Magnet is crafted with 4 Flux Crystal, 4 redstone, and an iron ingot. That's kind of why I made 2. I knew already that's where we were going, and I would need this. So let's just click right here, magnet, and let's craft that 1 magnet. Voila. So that's a quest done finally. Which means, look, we've unlocked a lot of more things now. Let me take a quick look here and see we're still only at 2. Wow, this is really taking forever. You know what? Let's complete the quest. Let's just... You see, the moment that I took the lid off, it gave me the 2 Lacquered Plank. So the reason I wanted the Lacquered Plank was to complete this quest. So this is... Oh, not completed. Why? Because we need treated wood plank. How do we get treated wood plank? Treated wood plank. So we get treated wood plank with Creosote Oil. If you've played Immersive Engineering before, you're supposed to use a bucket of Creosote Oil with 8 plank around. This mod pack just added an extra step. The ground Urushi bucket step. Oh. Wow, it's lying. It's saying that there's 4 lacquered plank in there. Oh, wow, I got worried. How did it make... I think there's a slight bug. How did it make 4 so quickly? 6, so it's 300 ml buckets, so it's all good. So I'm missing 2. I don't know how it produced 2 so fast, though. It's kind of ridiculous, but okay, good. I just need 2 more now. So the magnet, what does this unlock? Let's just take a quick look here. So it unlocked convenient and thermal energy. Thermal energy is, I need to switch from electrostatic energy to a passive reliable energy source like thermal energy. I need connectors and coils to connect this power to some sort of energy storage. So it wants us to make a thermal pile, and then it's going to want us to make an electric connector, a copper coil, and a battery block. So let's look at thermal pile. So the thermal pile requires bronze plate, a machine block, and steel ingot. What's a machine block? Machine block is, ooh, this is getting complicated. Lead plate, iron plate, steel ingot, and a motor. What's a motor? Oh, a motor is a copper coil and copper nuggets and an iron rod and a magnet. Okay, so things are getting to be very expensive. Now, what's the battery? I just want to check quickly. The copper coil. The copper coil is LV wire coil, and LV wire coil is made with 4 copper wire around a stick, and the copper wire is made with shears and a copper plate. Whereas, or we could use a metal press to double, but we don't have the way of making a metal press right now. So we're going to need 2 copper coil, and then we're going to need an electric connector. So connector, at least one of those, which is 8 for 2 basalts, 2 stone slab, and copper. So that's not expensive. And we need a battery block. So let's look at the battery block. Right here, the battery block needs some iron plate, some small battery, and an iron grate. So that's not too expensive, and it makes 4. Okay, but the small battery, yeah, some more metal. So it's not super expensive. Although sulfur. What do I have? Any sulfur? Oh yeah. Okay, I have 120 sulfur. So it's all things that I can make, and it's what we're going to work on in the next episode. Oh, my second lacquered plank's ready. My last 2. So let's grab that. Let's reclose the lid. And now that we have the 8, I'm going to need a bucket. You know what? I don't know if it works with this bucket. So I think I need a metal bucket. And I think I'm out of metal bucket. So let's just create one quickly. 10. Oh, no, that's silver. 10, 2, 3, Is my hammer... Oh, where's my hammer? Yeah, my hammer is going to last enough. So let's just do these 3. 1, 2, and 3. I don't want to go back to my other crafting table, so let's just do this right here. And let's go grab our first bucket of Creosote Oil right here. And we're going to be able to make our first plank. Our first wood-treated plank. So 8 lacquered plank around this gives us treated wood plank, 8 of them. And that is the quest. Now that quest is completed. And we get a lacquer cauldron ladle. So the lacquered... Oh, I hate these weird click bug. So this we can use to know what's going on. So now we can see that there's 56 oak wood plank in there, and that the current heat level is 0.79995. And if I shift still, I can still see that there's nothing in it and it's still producing. So you can always click it to get a status of what's going on, how many oak wood plank you have, and the heat level. I think the heat level went down because I grabbed it. I don't know why it's not saying 1 right now, because there's an heat source of 9 and the drain, everything should be good. So that's another quest done, and what it now unlocks is proper immersive engineering. So finally, I am an engineer. My designs are getting more and more complicated. I need a workbench where I can work on and not get overwhelmed by the ideas that I have. So we need to make an engineer's workbench. But like I said, all of this is going to be next episode. In the next episode, we're going to craft this new energy mechanism and see how good it is. And we're going to craft this workbench so that we can start making bigger and better things. For that, we're going to need a lot more of these crystals. So I'm going to need to make more Flux Crystal, more Charged Surface Quartz, because like I just showed you, we're going to need this magnet, and we're going to need more than one magnet. So I have a lot of crafting to do. I'm probably going to stick another 10-minute time lapse in here, which means 40 minutes, so that I can work on all of this. Maybe I'm going to go back to the core to try and hunt for some more magma racks so that I can make more redstone. But we're finally getting to a place of real power, because this thermal energy is going to create power for free and without me having to move on it. Because if all of my machine needs to be powered by doing this, it's going to be a real complete waste of time. So we're finally at the power age. We're finally moving forward in a good manner. And let's just see if we got our pollen. So no pollen, unfortunately. So no pollen and no other Exoria essence. Like, it's a low percentage. If I look at these again, one last time before we end this episode, it's a 15% it's a 15% chance from an Exoria Princess. It's even a 50% chance of honeycomb, but I didn't even get a honeycomb yet. So I still need to get this to work and get another Exoria essence and another Exoria pollen. And since, like, honestly, I only need 2 Exoria essence. The moment I have my 2 Exoria essence, I'm going to be able to make this, and I won't need any more because I don't want to deal with database. I don't need this. I'm not going to make any ambrosia. And I don't think I'm going to make a production upgrade. Honestly, once this is done, I'm going to be done with the bees. So I'm really hoping my queen doesn't die and let us craft what we need before it dies, because I don't want to have to, like, I just want to be done with the bees. I want to get rid of this. I did them because we had no choice, but the fastest I can be done with and move on, I'm going to be happy. So one last resume. I'm going to start preparing all of the material we need to craft these things and to get into power. And then see, there's even a power mark 2 here. So this was power, and where's power mark 1? So I guess this was power mark 1, or this is mark 1. Then there's mark 2, and we're going to start being a powered world. We're going to be able to do a lot of things, and I think that at when is it exactly? I think once we get Essential, is that the one that unlocks tech progression? I think it's the one that unlocks tech progression, or it's one lower here, but that's where we're going. We can start making things better and better. We're going to have to deal with something very frustrating, though, that I want to show you, but that's going to be in the next episode. So I'm going to go and prepare all of the materials that I need for this, and for the thermal energy and the engineer. That means more lacquered plank and you know what, I'm gonna make a second iron cauldron. I really don't want to have to wait this long. So to me, it's worth it to be able to accelerate the episode, because as I've always been telling you guys, my goal is to make this happen as fast as possible. So I take the time lapse to do cleanup, repetitive tasks that we don't want to deal with, and I'm going to deal with the rest in to show you. But this I'm going to duplicate for sure, just so that I can produce things faster. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now!